Controversial cull of badgers is to go ahead as part of efforts to control the spread of bovine TB. Marksmen will be permitted to shoot badgers in 2 test areas in West Somerset and West Gloucestershire. They can begin tomorrow, June the 1st, and have until the end of January to complete the cull. But badgers can only be killed over a 6-week period within that time frame. TB costs farmers thousands of pounds, but campaigners against the cull say it will have no impact on the spread of the disease. Our correspondent Jeremy Cook is in the Forest of Dean in West Gloucestershire for us. Jeremy.
Yeah, Fiona, you know, after years of bitter controversy and heated scientific debate, it could be that we're now hours away from the guns opening up for a cull of badgers somewhere here in West Gloucestershire and down in West Somerset too. But even now there are parts of the plan that we don't know exactly where and exactly when the cull will take place. What we do know is that it will be bitterly opposed. Cattle and badgers, a toxic mix. Each can infect the other with bovine TB. Now thousands of badgers are to be shot in a bid to stop the spread of the disease, a development welcomed by many farmers. We caught up with David Barton on his Gloucestershire farm last autumn. The vet was carrying out skin tests for bovine TB, and time again the news was bad.
22, it's a reactor.
A reactor means a positive test and a sprayed cross. Dozens of his herd marked out to be killed within 24 hours. And still today, bovine TB continues its impact on David's herd. For him, a cull of badgers is essential.
This is a purebred South Devon heifer calf, 8 weeks old, and her mother went as a TB reactor yesterday, so this is now an orphan. We can get rid of it in the cattle herd very quickly. You know, I keep getting clear of TB and then I get reinfected. The badgers reinfect the herd. So without being able to control the badgers, we're never going to get rid of TB, and it's a very necessary thing to do.
A long-term worry is that the health of our entire national herd could be compromised, with meat and milk subject to European restrictions. But the badger cull is opposed by a majority of MPs, groups including the RSPCA, and those preparing to take direct action.
As soon as the first shot is fired, it'll be the start of a bloody war, and I don't think any farmers will get out of it unscathed.
What do you mean by that? Is that it sounds like a threat?
No, it's not a threat. I think the farming, the livestock industry is going headlong into a PR disaster.
There are growing calls for more of this, vaccination. Here they take issue with the government view that it's too difficult and expensive and the results unreliable.
There's never going to be one silver bullet to solve the terrible impact of bovine TB in cattle, but we wanted to show that perhaps culling wasn't the only way, and there were other techniques that could be tested and could be used.
Few would argue that bovine TB is a crisis, but the response of culling thousands of badgers is exposing deep and bitter divisions in scientific opinion, political opinion and public opinion too. You know, there's no doubt that this is perhaps the most divisive issue in the British countryside today. Supporters of the cull say that similar measures in countries including Ireland have worked. Opponents say there is simply no good justification for killing thousands of wild badgers. Fiona.
Jeremy Cook in the Forest of Dean, thank you.